We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. Chad Pinder is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Harold, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Well, everybody's hyped. The crowd is hyped. The players were hyped. And the beauty of the night game when the ace is throwing gives people all day. This town has been buzzing talking about him being on the mound tonight. I'm excited to watch him throw.
And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Swings through it for strike number 2.
That's a good pitch right there. If that's any indication the type of night he's going to have, if he's able to locate that two-seam fastball, they're going to have trouble hitting him.
Castellanos is there, 1 away. In now, Marcus Semien. First at-bat for him in this one, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark for the year. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Number 53 onto the grass, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The left fielder, number 2.
Digging in now, Chris Davis. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Falling for it, Castellanos. And the inning is over. Stepping in, number 53. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, number 53.
Hit out toward second. Backhanded. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Here's Gregory Polanco. Batting average is a likely source of pride for him. Currently sitting in the high 320s. And they'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1. And Harold, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. Boy, the last few weeks have not been kind to him, to say the least, as they're working on trying to end a double-digit losing streak.
Matt, when you're on a struggling team, you always look around and say, this is win night. We got the ace on the mound. I don't care how poor you're playing. When your ace is throwing, you feel like you got a chance to win that game.
Buster Posey stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Now at the plate, number 26. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Now at the plate, Stephen Piscotty hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
That is a tough pitch to lay off of. Look, it looks just like a fastball. You're down 1-2. You think he's going to challenge you with the heater, and he pulls the string, and he laid off it. I mean, the delivery looked like a fastball. Great eyes.
Batting six.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jed Lowry. On the season, he's hitting a very productive .320. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Grounded back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So a 2-out knock, and we'll go a little deeper into the top of the second.
Batting 7.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Martina. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Chopped weakly to the left. Up with it is Longoria. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nick Castellanos now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Right fielder, Nick.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He's hitting just above the banner 300 mark on the season coming into this one. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. This one skied out toward right. Piscotty's there for it. One away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Stepping into the box, Nick Hundley. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. And this is going to find Triples Alley out here in right center for extra bases. Castellanos rounds the corner and is headed home. In to score is the runner from first. And he will pull into third with an RBI triple. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. First chance for him in this one. He's got that average pushing up near 350 to begin play. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead. At the plate, Hunter Pence. The average for him at the start of play, right at a 1-for-3 clip, 333. And he misses inside with that one, ball one. Liner toward right center, and that's going to get down out there. Crawford rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and he is in there. Into the box now, Brandon Belt. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Lifted the other way to left center. Davis is under it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Digging in for his second at-bat, number 53. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This one's down to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Stepping in, Pedro Alvarez. He'll begin things here against Madison Bumgarner.
Pedro Alvarez
takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Pedro Alvarez is retired to kick off the inning. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Ready for another chance? Chad Pinder, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Number 53 will put this one away, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gregory Polanco. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
And he is out on the tag. Digging in, Buster Posey. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Buster Posey.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Now that's that old school slider right there, trying to get in on his hands. We see that with a cutter a lot, but the slider's even more effective because you can't pick up the spin.
And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay, and he'll get in there safely. Striding in once again, Nick Castellanos. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And the runner from third crosses the plate. The relay throw, and he is in at third base with an RBI triple. So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third. 1 away. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Line drive to center field. And a diving effort in center, but it's going to skip right on by him. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 5-0 lead. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Nick Hundley. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 6-0 ball game. And he is into second base with an RBI double. A man at second with 1 down. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Fastball in the dirt, and that's going to get away. Throw goes to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Here comes the 1-0. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Davis the catch, tagging is the runner from third. In to score, the runner from third. At the plate, Hunter Pence. He reached on a single. Yusmeiro Petit is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. And this is fouled back and out of play. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the 2-out hit here brings in Brandon Belt to bat next. Into the box now. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. Tapped out in front of home. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it's certain. Stepping into the box, Marcus Semien comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Now here's the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Here's Chris Davis now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Davis.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the 2-seamer. He's doing whatever he wants to do with that ball. It's moving all over the place.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
So digging in now, number 26. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now. Digging in once again, number 53. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Alan Henson will come on as a pinch hitter.
Alan Henson.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. A quick out, number 1. Here's Gregory Polanco. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And he lays off there, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Davis racing back. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more. Buster Posey. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Good bite to the slider there as it's chopped foul at the plate. Strike 1. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. 7 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. High pop up. Number 26 is there for it, and that ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Stephen Piscotty. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Stephen.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually to have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher.
Weekly hit to third. Up with it is Longoria. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. And with 1 gone now, that'll bring in Jed Lowry. Takes a knee-high fastball.
That's a great spot down the zone there. Hard to do anything with the pitch down there.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
We are watching a great pitcher just carving up this lineup right now. Now he's got this guy 0-2. When you get a 0-2 against a guy like this, well, the results are not going to be very positive. That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Castellanos is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
So now it's Mark Canha. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Castellanos going back on it, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double. In now is Pedro Alvarez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss and a ball down.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
He's pitching him with the respect of the power-hitting left-hander that he is. If you're going to beat me, you're going to beat me the opposite direction. I like the strategy.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball. Nick Castellanos now. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Right fielder.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. Alvarez has a play, 1 out. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. 7 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. Outside, 2-1.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
He's got it. On to first, and a sigh of relief as Longoria's retired easily for the second out.
Designated hitter, number 5.
Ready once again, Nick Hundley. Bats here with a double and a triple on his line in this one. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here's the 0-2. Takes this the other way to right. Piscotty is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Jonathan Lucroy.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Throw won't get him. Ready for another shot now. Chad Pinder. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And he takes ball one. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
In there, a base hit. Digging in once again, Marcus Semien. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. In there for strike one.
Well, he got a high strike on the fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball, usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Ready for another chance? Chris Davis. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
Right there at the belt. 1-2 now. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
So he got him swinging. Chris Davis goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. From the stretch, number 26 is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Here it comes on 1-1. A fastball that just misses inside.
Well, right here, he's definitely worked himself into a very difficult situation. He's got the power hitter at the plate, and you got 2 balls. He's sitting there looking for his pitch to hit. You know he's zeroing in. Oh, that's a good sign right there. After the fastball, he gets that changeup, and he stayed right on it. Just couldn't keep it fair. He's seeing the ball well, though.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Number 26 goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Stephen Piscotty is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. Castellanos ranging back, but it stays in the park, and Karam's off archway number 3. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. That makes it a 7-2. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He'll lead it off as we start the home. Brett Anderson enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the game.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1.
Change for the Athletics. Now playing second base, number 19.
Back up the middle, and maybe trouble afoot as Crawford's aboard here with a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard. Digging in and looking for more, Hunter Pence. Fernando Rodney takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. And Rodney with the good fastball out of the pen. No balls and a strike. Squared that one up just a little late. Again, he sends it out of play. Another 0-2 coming. Slapped hard the opposite way. Piscotty is there, and he has it for the out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready once again, Brandon Belt. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit out towards second. Simeon's there on to first, and there are 2 down. Alan Hansen the next to bat. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Circle change there, called strike 1. Men on third with 2 down. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Has a look. Now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Taken in by Simeon. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all. Digging in the switch hitter, Jed Lowry. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Hitter, Jed Lowry.
In the air out toward right field. Castellanos is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. So now it's Mark. Canna.
The center fielder, Mark Canna.
Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Crawford dives. What a stop. What a way to get it out. 2 gone now. That was exceptional.
Now batting.
In now is Pedro Alvarez. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
And that misses. 2-1. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Hit sharply on the ground. Longoria's there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Here's Gregory Polanco. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Ryan Butcher gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. This is line to left. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. So the leadoff hitter reaches base safely, and now it's the run-producing part of the order with nobody out.
Now batting, the catcher.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Buster Posey is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. To short. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. Nick Castellanos now 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Sean Kelly. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. In to score, the runner from second. Posey is on his way home. The relay, and they're right back in business again. He's in with a triple. In is the 3rd baseman, Evan Longoria. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Popped in the air back behind short. Pinder has a play. 1 away. Digging in to try it again. Nick Hundley bats here with a double and a triple on his line in this one. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Now the 0-1. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Canna moves over, and that retires the side. Striding in once again, Jonathan Lucroy. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Jonathan Lucroy.
A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chad Pinder. He singled his last time up. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out. Now in the box, Marcus Semien. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Got him lunging that time as he pushes one on the ground to second. Hanson is right there, and the throw just does beat him. Digging in, Hunter Pence. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Heading out towards shallow right. Piscotty has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. So digging in now, Brandon Belt. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Skied in the air to straightaway left. After it is Davis. He makes the running play. 2 down. Stepping into the box, Alan Henson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the 2-out success means Gregory Polanco bats this inning. Standing in, Gregory Polanco. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. That gets down, and the inning continues. And the run will score all the way from first. Here's Buster Posey now. He comes in with a couple of hits, including a triple in 4 at-bats. This one's flared out toward left. Davis posts under it, and that's the 3rd out. Here's Chris Davis now. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. Tony White enters from the pen to begin the frame with a sizable lead with which to work. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference. That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Hit hard back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely. Ready now, number 26. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. To Crawford for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Stephen Piscotty is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch to end it for the final out, and the Giants make it 6 straight. MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the San Francisco Giants and the Oakland A's.
Leading off
Who will
tonight
get
for
the
San
better?
Francisco, center fielder, number 25.
Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. And Harold, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. Boy, the last few weeks have not been kind to them, to say the least, as they're working on trying to end a double-digit losing streak.
Well, they've been on a little bit of a losing streak, but this is why you have veterans. And a veteran pitcher on the mound, he's been through this before. He knows more than anybody. He has to have a quality outing and give his team a chance to win. They need it now more than any other time.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 home. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. 67 degrees our game time temperature. And a sinking fastball that stayed a little high, apparently. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball.
That was the 5th foul ball in this at bat. He's seen a lot of pitches.
Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Lowry. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Alan Hansen the next to bat. He certainly had it working for him at the plate this season. The average is up over 350 entering play. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Liner towards second. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play. Here's Buster Posey now. He's hitting just above the banner 300 mark on the season coming into this one. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Piscotty is going to have room out there as he puts. So coming to the plate, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop.
This one's down to third. Oh, and Longoria can't handle it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. Here's Jed Lowry now. On the season, he's hitting a very productive 320. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will be taken in by Longoria for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Chris Davis now. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. A dive, but he's back. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Harold, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
They're having fun right now. When you put together a 6-game win streak, everybody starts getting interested in coming to the park early. Do I have extra work to do? Because you're looking at 1 week of great baseball, and you die for those streaks. They just don't happen that often in a season.
But gloved by the third baseman for the out. In now is Pedro Alvarez. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he will make it back to third safely as he didn't have much of a chance at advancing that time. This is line to left. Hence is there, and he puts this one away for the third. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. First chance for him in this one as he's got that average pushing up near 350 to begin play. Now Crawford swings and pulls this one on the ground to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Nick Castellanos now. He's got that average up near the 340 mark to start play, so he's liable to have an impact in this one as well. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a sinker, swung on and missed. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Now here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Piscotty on his horse, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get that two-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
There to pull it in is Alvarez, and there are 2 gone now. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Batting average for him on the season, standing in the 320s, entering action today. High in the air out to center field. Pinder shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Well, this veteran pitcher lets you know right away what his game plan is. Fastball inside. He's trying to take away that inside part of the plate to open up the outside. Showing us early.
Castellanos is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out. Digging in, Matt Olson. And it's been a great season for him so far with the bat in his hands. He's got the average up over 340 here entering play. And this is going to find the alley as it heads out toward Mount Davis for extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. So stepping in, Chad Pinder. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. Hit hard on the ground towards second. In time to first, and there are 2 away. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third. Got him to chase one up in the zone there as this is popped high in the air over toward the right side. Belt is there, and he puts this one away for the third. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Evan Longoria.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8.
Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. He's got that average way up into the 330s to begin the day. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. After it is Davis. And no one will track it down. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And my goodness, that nearly got him as he had to back away from it. It's ball 3.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
And the walk. First delivery to him on the way. Hunter Pence comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Lowry will put this away for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gregory Polanco. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And oh, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And that's the first hit in this one for the Giants. Now a long throw to third. The tag, and he is out at third base. Cut down. Digging in for his second at-bat, Marcus Semien. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
The shortstop.
Here comes the first pitch.
Semien.
Lifted in the air to center field. Polanco on the run. And that's the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Jed Lowry. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Line drive to center field. Polanco is there. 2 gone. Ready for another chance. Chris Davis. He reached on a single in his first try. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Davis waits on the 1-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Cueto into his motion. Here's the 2-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
He couldn't quite catch up to that one. He needs to get his foot down and see the fastball out of his hand.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So some 2-out success, and the bottom of the 3rd frame will continue. Settling in now, number 26. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And digging in to try it again, Alan Henson. He'll stand in against Trevor Cahill to get the inning underway. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Semien on the move. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Stepping in, Buster Posey comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. Hit to third. Lowry on to first, and Posey has bounced into a double play.
Up next for the Giants.
At the plate, Brandon Crawford. He's 0 for 1 thus far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Davis, and that retires the side. Striding in, Pedro Alvarez. He'll lead it off against Johnny Cueto.
First baseman, number 31.
First pitch changeup, chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. Ball 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Crawford fields it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sliced hard on the ground. Henson over to his left. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Ready now, Matt Olson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Lifted the other way to left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that. Nick Castellanos now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Right fielder, number 9.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
Nope,
and he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Into the box, Brandon Belt comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In there, no balls and a strike. And the pitch. Popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. And he'll squeeze this one for the 2nd out. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Too high, 1-0.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Chad Pinder. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Center fielder.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here. Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Polanco has a read on it. 2 down. Ready once again, Marcus Semien. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Here's the pitch. And now Pablo Sandoval. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Squared that one up just a little late. The windup and the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Alvarez is up with it. The tag, and he is out. Ready for another chance? Hunter Pence comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
And here's a ball hit in the air, and Lowry will put this away for out number 2. Here's Gregory Polanco. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Gregory Polanco.
Hard hit ball to second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. Alan Hansen the next to bat. A hit in 2 tries so far. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Well, he's pitching really good in this game, and the fastball location has been the key. That pitch right there is indicative of the game. Down low, hits a spot. That's what he's been doing with the fastball basically the whole game.
And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball 1. Hit on the ground, but foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Runner goes for second. Fastball right back to the mound. And they'll toss this one on to first as they're digging in to try it again. Jed Lowry. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Second baseman.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under this one is Polanco, and he's got it for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Chris Davis. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Hit hard on the ground towards second and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Digging in once again, number 26. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Late that time for a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. And the changeup is way low that time.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Here's Buster Posey now. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the seventh.
Number 28.
Hit on the ground to short. Simeon's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, number 35.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Crawford. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And this is fouled at the plate.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Piscotty back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Nick Castellanos.
Here comes the first pitch. Hard on the ground towards short, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the 2-out hit here brings in Brandon Belt to bat next. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Well, Matt, we talk about first pitch strike, right? Look, it's not great what he's been doing, but he's over 60% of the time. First pitch is going to be a strike. That's a nice little nugget to have if you're the starting pitcher.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
But a good play by the first baseman to spear this. Ready for another shot now, Pedro Alvarez. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Swing and a liner, but a foul ball. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Right fielder.
Striding in once again, Stephen Piscotty. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. On the ground up the middle, Hansen comes up with it. On to first, and there are 2 down. Ready once again, Matt Olson. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Olson.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And no shot for Pence. This is going to land foul. And that one stayed up a little high. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. Cueto into his motion. Here it is on 3-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory too. So coming to the plate, Evan Longoria. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home to Longoria. Line drive to center field. Pinder patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. Settling in now, Pablo Sandoval. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. Heading for second is Sandoval. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
The left fielder, number 8.
So striding in, Hunter Pence. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And time will be called here as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for route number 2. So striding forward now, Gregory Polanco. So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Very high, 2-1. Set and the 2-1 pitch. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the. Digging in, Chad Pinder. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Center fielder.
In tight here with the first pitch. Fastball that's 1-0.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Digging in, Jonathan Lucroy. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Pitch on the way. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw gets him, 2 down. Stepping up to the plate, Marcus Semien. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends. Alan Hansen the next to bat. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th.
Alan Hansen.
Into the windup and the pitch. Bounced softly in front of the plate. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single. Santiago Casilla takes the ball here. Here's the first pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He lined out. Brett Anderson comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Here's the first pitch. Now a flare out to left center. Davis comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. Nick Castellanos now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. The 1-0. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. Go ahead run heading for the plate. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Very weakly on the ground. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. Now some action in that Oakland bullpen as it looks like a lefty started to get it going down there. In there for strike 1. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Here's Jed Lowry now. He'll start things out, needing just a run to tie it here in the bottom of the ninth.
Second baseman.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Pence has a read on it. One away. Here's Chris Davis now. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Into the windup and the pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Chris Davis goes down, and they've got only one out left to work with. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Cueto's ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now here it comes. And this will be a called strike two. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. Throw to first here is in time to record the final out, and the Giants continue the roll they've been on. 7 straight victories now as this ball game is over. Well, we've talked about his dominance all throughout the game, and he ended up finishing what he started. A complete game shutout. He's our tops player of the game.
Hey, when you basically take a game into your own hands and give your opposition absolutely no chance, you deserve all the credit in the world. His guys had to score for him, but he essentially was a one-man show out there.
8 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Athletics, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening.